race 2 here at Monza, and it's lights out and away we go. And it's an awful start by Luis Núñez in the background. He drops to last position right away. Pim van Gastel loses the lead though going into turn 1. Started from pole, but not getting the traction he needs as Mashabunga leads into turn 1. Núñez trying to send it up the inside here. Has to be real careful to the outside of Cottam and gets that position. As Van der Bos to the inside of Van Gastel as well. Van der Bos around the outside of Van Gastel. Kous to the inside of Silvassi. Gains the spot. And there's chaos in the background. Difficult to tell who that was. Might have been Cottam who went in the grass, as well as Stout who has had an issue. And Núñez now back up into the top 10. Mashabunga leads. Kyle Gretsch currently running second. Alaric Van der Bos running third. The top 3 very much pulling away from the rest of the field, as O'Sullivan now has to defend from Jack James, who pulls to the outside line. Kous to the inside of Van Gastel. Silvassi going to look to follow him through, it seems, on the inside. James around the outside going to pull off the pass. Kous as well as Silvassi getting around in the first chicane. So Van Gastel losing many positions on the first lap already. As now Luis Núñez on the charge too, going into turn 4. James now passing Van Gastel. Van Gastel getting a bad exit. Núñez looking to pounce immediately into Lesmo 1. And look at Stout and O'Sullivan, the 2 teammates in the background too. They need to move up the field if they want to stay in championship contention, with Luis Núñez winning race number 1 today and already in front of them. So the 2 Altena Autosport cars need to get a move on, as they're looking to go 3 wide almost. And we are going 3 wide. Stout to the inside of Van Gastel. They make it through. O'Sullivan passed into P8. Van Gastel struggling to get an exit now. And Stout really wants to get a move on it. As you can see, to the inside he goes. Got 1 fake Dutchman to the inside and 1 real Dutchman on the outside. As Stout gains the position to P9. Finally, he makes that pass, and it really took him a while to get that done on the second lap of the race. As we are now on lap number 3 already. Van Gastel though, tucking back in the draft, looking to come back around the outside of Stout. And Van Gastel in the space of, well, 2 laps basically, drops from the 1st position to the 10th position. And you might make that 11th, as Cottam to the inside as well. Still side by side though, a bit of oversteer by Cottam. Avoidable contact there by the 98. And look at this giant snake of cars. Luis Núñez is on the back of that group. Van der Bos to the inside now of Kous. Kous to the outside, I should say. Pulls off the spot, and Silvassi immediately pounces too. Wow, what an exit by the number 17 Team Watson Racing Honda. And he tucks back in the draft of Kous now to try and make it 2 for 1. Can he do it though? To the outside, gonna maybe flick to the inside. No, decides not to. Luis Núñez to the inside of Van der Bos. Ooh, a bit of wheel banging there between the 2 of them. Oh! Alaric Van der Bos upside down. And there's damage for Jack James. Luis Núñez up to the top 5. And Luis sending it up the inside here. Fair move. He's alongside here. Van der Bos loses the rear end slightly. And... oh yeah, Luis does lose the rear end a little bit. And he just hip checks Van der Bos. And look at the flip he makes. Kyle Gretsch has lost 2 positions now down the front straight to Silvassi and Kous. Here is that move. And he's just a sitting duck down the front straight. Yeah, just look at the difference in braking performance. Gretsch doesn't have the line either, which doesn't help. And Silvassi clean around the outside in the first chicane. Luis Núñez to the inside of Kyle Gretsch. And clears him before the braking zone. Oh, that almost looked like Gretsch was going to rear end him. Gretsch with a really bad exit coming out of Lesmo 2. Stout to the outside now, picks up the draft of the group in front. And pulls off the pass. Move Stout up into the top 5. And Gretsch with another messed up line through Ascari. That's going to set up O'Sullivan's run real nice as well. Núñez and Kous battling for position into turn 1. He's got 2 more cars to clear, and then he's done the last to first challenge. Silvassi going for the move on Mashabunga for the race lead to the inside of the Ascari chicane. Patrick Silvassi clears him and takes the lead of race number 2 in Monza. And he is going to run like a rabbit because he's got Luis Núñez right behind him. For all Patrick is aware of, he is right behind him. And he needs to get a move on with 5 laps to go at the line if he wants any shot at winning this race. Mashabunga closing in, looking to come back at him. Luis Núñez having a look, but Machabunga knows that Luis really likes these late braking maneuvers and he covers it off beautifully. Not close enough, or is he? No, not close enough. Even for Luis's standards, that's too far away. So Stout and O'Sullivan have swapped positions in the background for P5 and P6, that is. Machabunga to the outside of Silvassi. Gonna pull off the pass, and Luis Nunez is gonna look to follow him through straight away. Doesn't get the exit speed, and Silvassi holds on to second at least. And here we go. Luis Nunez pulls out of the draft. And he's gonna look for the 2-for-1 special here into turn 1. And he makes it work. Oh! Machabunga has to take avoiding action across the curbs. Has to give that spot back with a slowdown penalty too. So Luis Nunez to the lead. Patrick Silvassi to second. Jarno Kausch gonna pounce as well to third. As Machabunga serves that slowdown. And he drops from first to fourth in the span of one single corner. And here we go. Big run for Stout now. And this should be a done deal. As he picks up the toe from the group of cars ahead too. To the outside, can he outbrake Machabunga? And yes, he can. Quite easily in fact too, because Machabunga just lets him go. Concedes the position as the white flag is in the air. Silvassi closing in on Nunez. Here he goes to the outside. Sending it. Doesn't have the track position though on the outside line. Gonna lose a bit of time now as well. And this is one and only shot at overtaking for the lead vanished. Time will tell in about 20 seconds as we come onto the back straight. But Kausch looking to make the move as well, and all gloves are off now. Nunez defending the inside, Kausch around the outside of Silvassi, and the two collide. Silvassi goes for a spin and Kausch goes for a flip, just like Van der Bos did. And that is going to promote Karel Stout to second place. Machabunga re-inherits the third spot he lost a handful of laps ago. And what a bummer for Silvassi and Kausch. Yeah. Kausch is right there. Silvassi should have known. Just turns into the corner. Unfortunate incident there for those two, as Kausch now without a wing, losing a spot to Kyle Gretsch. The race is not over though. Does Luis Nunez have enough fuel? Karel Stout charging out of the final corner. Coming to the checkered flag. And Luis Nunez is going to hang on. He wins back-to-back races at Monza today. Congratulations on a doubleheader sweep by the fiercely forward 21 Chevy. Karel Stout comes back to second. What a performance by him. Darren Machabunga from pole to third, but still a great performance nonetheless. Luis Nunez wins it just under half a second in front of Karel Stout. Darren Machabunga completes the podium. Liam O'Sullivan and Patrick Silvassi complete the top 5, and Silvassi may or may not have a penalty coming his way, by the way that looked from that angle at least. Kyle Gretsch finishes 6th, Jack James 7th, Jarno Kausch still makes it across the line in 16th, 16 seconds behind by going for a flip for good measure too. So impressively enough, both cars finish the race still. Rogenbach comes away with 9th, Cottam finishes 10th,